So, are we ready to start the journey for today's evening talk, Best Advice I Ever Got? Yes?
Yes.
Let me start before we take on this journey. My first thought on this topic to all of you. This topic is based on my journey of life, my experiences, my interactions with a lot of people, and I picked up a good advice. So that I'm going to share with you. And what all you think which empowers you, pick up. The thing which you think is not empowering you, forget it. This is one ground of this today's evening talk. Let me start with this thought, because I said what empowers you, you pick up, what don't empower you, don't pick up. Let me start with one storytelling. There was a jungle, and in this jungle there were dogs. I would have told you, but I will repeat it. There were dogs. The one dog was very, very naughty and angry and always fighting. Another dog was very happy, always in a pleasant and smiley mood. So, this naughty dog, angry dog, while going in the jungle, he entered into one room. And this room is full of hundreds of mirrors. Now this angry dog enters into this room and he just look at mirror. Look at the dogs only, right? So he started barking, shouting, fighting. It went on. It went on for a couple of minutes and hours, I can say. And he came out with a conclusion that all the dog on this earth is not happy. Wow. After that, that happy dog also in the jungle walking through, entering this room, and again he see the mirror and hundreds of mirror. He smiled at the mirror and he said, oh, hundreds of dogs are smiling. He started playing, hundreds of dogs are playing. He started jumping, all the dogs are jumping happily. And it went on for some time and he came out with a conclusion that all the dogs on this earth are happy. Got it? So the best advice I got it from this is, what empowers you, take it. What disempowers you, don't take it. Right? So let us start the journey. This talk of evening today will, I think, Mr. Bhatt, you have given me 60 minutes, right?
You can take little bit more also.
So I'll take more minutes. I'll take 75, 80 minutes. So this advice is basically, it is an integration of personal tips, traditional proverbs, and clever observations. All this stuff I have combined today to present it to you in the form of evening talk. And it will also cover an important abstract of the advice from diverse topics as corporate, because I am from a corporate field. Again, life and love and success. So just hang on, hold up, we'll have a good time together. Again, we are on the journey of best advice I ever got. My personal question to each one of you, what advice do you remember? I don't want to answer, but just thinking over. What advice do you remember? Again, personally, what is a success to you? Question to yourself. Something will come in this journey. Is advice helping you? Is advice helping me? Introspection, and again question. But let me ask this question publicly to you. Is advice helping you?
Yes.
Everybody, I think, yes?
Yes.
So I think this talk will be very interesting. Am I sharing good advice? Again, public question to all of you. Are we sharing good advice, or are you sharing good advice?
Yes.
Then there is a wow factor. So there can be many more lectures, Mr. Bhatt here. And last, I think we'll have a small question answer. So ready? Add wise. You are adding wiseness. That's advice. It is outside in, inside out. People give you advice, outside in, introspect. If it is good, empowering you, inside out. Not empowering you, out. So everybody here is mine? Sure? Can I check you? Because Mr. Bhatt gave me a big responsibility that you switch off your mobile. I said keep your mobile in silent, and he added one sentence, I marked it, to keep your attention here, right Mr. Bhatt?
Yeah. Switch
So
on.
can I check
Switch
you?
on the attention.
Can I test you right now? Okay. So I want to play 2 or 3 minutes game with you to check your, are you here or not here with mine. One commitment, wholeheartedly, you will play this game with me?
Yes.
Okay. Now, rule of the game. My closest friend, his name is Mr. Simon. S-I-M-O-N. Mr. Simon is closest friend of mine. He always gives me a good advice. Now we will play the game for Mr. Simon. Now rule of the game is when I say Mr. Simon say you stand up, you have to stand up. When I say Mr. Simon say you clap, you have to clap. When I say Mr. Simon say you raise your right hand, you have to raise your right hand. Is it okay with you? The instruction is okay? But when I simply say stand up, you will not stand up because Simon is not telling you. Game rule is clear? Can we play this game?
Yes.
Okay, stand up. Mr. Simon says stand up. Sit down. Mr. Simon says clap. Sit down. Mr. Simon says sit down. Stand up. Mr. Bhatt, now everybody is here with mine. So we can start now.
Well, so I will take a leave.
Thank you,
With your
Mr. Bhatt.
permission, I will take the CD this one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let us start with first input. This input is success. And there was a question, what success means to you? Success is one important key. And it's a self-confidence. And it's important to all, right? So, self-confidence is the bottom line of any success. First you need self-confidence to be successful. Okay? So what are the key to success? You love audio video, don't worry. You have ideas, so research your idea. Plan for your success. And expect success. Right? So you have ideas, but you must research it and action out to get the success. So best advice ever got, I say creator is more important than creation. You are the creator. In our religious also it is very clearly told, and God has told us, creator is more important than creation. So you are the creator. When you look at the mirror, you look like a lion creator. That's what empowering me when I look at my mirror. Now, my first advice in form of audio video, and this title of the advice is HOPE. Everybody understand HOPE? Okay. Ready to see the audio video?
हर साल किसान की आंखें आसमान पर क्यों टिक जाती हैं? लोग भगवान के घर मन्नतें लेकर क्यों जाते हैं? खेल के मैदान में खिलाड़ी क्या सोचकर उतरता है? सालों साल लोग कचहरी के चक्कर किस बूते पे काटते हैं? हर सुबह लाखों लोग अपना भविष्य क्यों बढ़ते हैं? लोग गिरने के बाद भी उठ के आगे क्यों बढ़ते हैं? उम्मीद, उम्मीद, उम्मीद। बस यही तो है जिससे सफर आसान हो जाते हैं, सपने हकीकत में बदल जाते हैं। उम्मीद है तो आप आसमान छू सकते हैं, उम्मीद है तो आप यहां बैठ सकते हैं।
So first audio video, HOPE, convincing you? उम्मीद है तो आप आसमान छू सकते हो, right? So hopeful, being hopeful in the life is the best advice I received from this particular advertisement. If you are hopeful, you can cross the sky, you can go to the space. And even if you fall from the space, you are in between, not on the ground, right? So first part or first ingredient I received in my life and best advice I ever got is hope. You have to be hopeful, optimist, right? Positive. If you have a good hope, you can also touch many goals in the life. And this is a nice picture. The day begins with the hopes and ends with the dreams. Every day starts with some expectation. Every day surely ends with some experience. And that's life. Every day we start our day with some hope, end up with some dream, end up with some experience, and life is a journey. But this journey is only possible with vitamin tablet of HOPE. Without hope, I don't think. And that way I support KBC. उम्मीद है तो आप आसमान छू सकते हो. Hope is basically a companion of power and mother of success. For who hopes strongly has within him or her a gift of miracles. So hope is powerful. With hope, you can do anything. And I think without hope, you may not be here, right? So I think all hopeful, optimist crowd here, my big thank you to you. Second best advice I ever got in my life is, first is hope, second is always think possible, possible, possible. I delivered this topic and lectures to AMA, I think last year, and the title of evening talk was Possibility Thinking. Everything I believe strongly is possible. And I also believe everything happens twice. First in mind, second in reality. Everything is possible. But this is again supported with audio video, and you have to take on this advice if it is empowering you.
जिंदगी का ये मुकाम, कभी सोचा था ये सब हो? सच बताऊं तो नहीं। फिल्मों में काम करने का जुनून था, पर बहुत दूर लगती थी मुंबई। उन दिनों में मेहनत, लगन, निश्चय, जोश सब था, पर सोच का दायरा बहुत सीमित सा होता था। सोच जब सीमित हो तो इंसान सपने भी छोटे देखता है। पर आज तो ऐसा लगता है जैसे सोच की कोई सीमा ही ना हो। सब कुछ बदलता जा रहा है, रास्ते, मंजिलें, उम्मीदें, सब। अब तो वो दिन दूर नहीं जब पासपोर्ट के बजाय पासवर्ड पर चलेगी ये दुनिया। क्या टाइम है जिंदगी जीने का, अपनी सोच को सपनों से बड़ा करने का।
I'm repeating that just for a voice issue.
जिंदगी का ये मुकाम, कभी सोचा था ये सब हो? सच बताऊं तो नहीं। फिल्मों में काम करने का जुनून था, पर बहुत दूर लगती थी मुंबई। उन दिनों में मेहनत, लगन, निश्चय, जोश सब था, पर सोच का दायरा बहुत सीमित सा होता था। सोच जब सीमित हो तो इंसान सपने भी छोटे देखता है। पर आज तो ऐसा लगता है जैसे सोच की कोई सीमा ही ना हो। सब कुछ बदलता जा रहा है, रास्ते, मंजिलें, उम्मीदें, सब। अब तो वो दिन दूर नहीं जब पासपोर्ट के बजाय पासवर्ड पर चलेगी ये दुनिया। क्या टाइम है जिंदगी जीने का।
So very empowering audio video that आदमी की जब सोच सीमित है तो वो सपने भी छोटा देखता है। And he said that everything is possible, everything is changing, endless possibilities. It is a good time to live. I can say we all people sitting here, standing here, we are luckiest people on this earth. It's a good time, right time, and we are fortunate. We have many facilities today, right? And he said a time will come, there will not be any passport, there will be a password. And there is possible, everything is possible. So what is empowering me, the best advice I ever got is possible, possible, possible. Possibility thinking always helps us to grow in our life, to go and achieve our life path or a goal. Possible, possible, possible. That's the best advice I ever got. Ask right question. I say right question leads to right answer. Right question leads to right conclusions. Question has power. I put it this way, word, W-O-R-D, word and question has power. What vocabulary you use and what sort of questioning you use, it has a power. My better half is here, Alpa. I'll share one example. The question has power. We went to buy a shari. Ladies wear shari, right? And the salesman was showing various varieties of sharis to my wife. She's sitting here. And generally ladies have a long list of choices. And finally she said pink and blue, but still I'm not impressed. But salesman was very smart. He said, "Madam, this is good selection. Would you like to buy pink or blue?" Question has power because salesman is very smart, not giving any option of yes and no, 50-50. 100% option, you buy either pink or blue. So question has power in selling or any part of your life, how you work upon questions. So ask right questions, very important. Question has power. Either you are in a sales business or in consultancy business or counseling business, question has power. Ask right questions. How? Type in the Google asking right question, you will get a lot of reading stuff. Okay, but this is a good advice, I got it in my career. A positive attitude leads to you to ask what is possible and follows question what else is possible. Don't limit only with possibility thinking, go beyond. What else possible? Possible, it's not limited. What else? And if you are a good boss, because I'm in corporate, if somebody comes that, "Boss, I booked a good business." What else possible? What's new order possible? What next? Because you have to go beyond. Life is a journey, and the journey is full of growth and opportunity, everything possible, right? And it has also linked with HOPE, hope. Out of box thinking. This is also good advice I ever got in my career, and I will share one audio video. Just look at it, and then we'll talk a little bit on that.
When we asked Reebok to send us Terry Tate, some people thought we were crazy. But I'm a firm believer in paradigm breaking, outside the box thinking.
Hey, buddy.
Break was over 15 minutes ago, Mitch!
And since Terry's been with us, our productivity has gone up 46%. We're getting more from our employees than ever before.
You know you need a cover sheet on your TPS reports, Richard! That ain't new, baby!
Hey, Terry.
Hey, Janice!
Paging me.
But what's really impressed me is how Terry's become part of the Felcher family.
Get high, baby!
He fits right in here.
That's a load, Mr. Call, Doug!
To be honest, I wish Reebok sent us 10 Terry Tates.
You wanna play games, Gene? Well, when it's game time, it's pain time, baby! Woo!
Something outside the box thinking in this audio video. This is a company of call centers, a lot of employees working in the office. The boss is worried on the productivity, so he think outside the box. So he's hiring a security guy called Mr. Terry, that black guy, and Terry is told very clearly that if somebody is not working, punch him and tell him it's a pay time, baby. And if somebody is working, just say hello, hi, Janice. If somebody is working, appreciate. Somebody is not working, punch. And in this particular audio video, he said after hiring this Terry, my productivity improved by 57%, 57%. Now, being a director, I know the value of this 57% improvement in productivity. The meaning of 57% improvement in productivity is half the manpower required, right? And the cost of the manpower in my balance sheet is 30%, meaning my 15% net profit increase. Am I good in finance or no? You're getting my point. Outside the box thinking, not necessarily to copy to improve the productivity in our company. I applied the similar idea, outside the box thinking. What I did is, I hired one gentleman. I said, your job is to walk around my office with the camera and time. Don't punch, because this is India. Others will be punched back. But when you have a productivity problem, any issue in the life, think outside the box. All these inventions, all this luxury of life today we are enjoying is the product of outside the box thinking, which is the best advice I ever got in my career. I have many role models, like Steve of Apple is one of my role model. Outside box thinking, right? So this is the best advice. Number 3. Again, let's carry on our journey. I always say in my company, time management is important, but mind management is very important. I will not elaborate, but I'm sure when you introspect, you will get the answer. Time management is important, but mind management is very important. Best advice I ever got, point number 4. Stop complaining, start learning. I will show you one audio video. I'm sure you will be impressed. And I will show you part of that audio video. It's a very long audio video.
I just love life. I love life. You know, so many people come and say, how come you smile so much? And I'm like, well, it's a long story.
The irrepressible Nicholas Wojcicki.
Challenge.
Didn't you sort of forget what you do have?
So at night she stares at a window, wishing she could change. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, just the way you are. She walks busy streets looking for her next mate. Maybe he will be the one, 'cause in her mind there is more to life than being someone. But deeper down she has found the one thing that makes her love. So she is looking for it in all the wrong places. You're beautiful. Just the way you
See, after watching this audio video, his name is Mr. Nick, right? And you would have seen this audio video earlier, but what impressed us? Best advice I ever got from this gentleman is stop complaining, start learning. He never complained that I don't have this, I don't have that, and how can I do it? But he started learning to face the challenges, to face the journey of life, right? So in our life, we come across many challenges. Stop complaining, start learning. That's the best advice I ever got. Stop complaining, start learning is the best advice I ever got, and this is convincing me everything is possible, right? We have complaints. Generally, what happened in our journey of the life, do, be, have. These are three aspects. Do, be, have. If I have this, I will do this and I will be. This is the cycle. But here the cycle is different. I will be, so I can do that and I can have. You are getting the best advice I ever got. Again, there is some abstract I am sharing with you. So take this, if it is empowering you, stop complaining, start learning. And here, point clear, resting is rusting. And this boy is not resting, right? Think bigger, think better. This is the best advice I ever got. Point number 5. Again, I will share audio video. Why I am sharing audio video? To convince all of us, there is something in that audio video. This audio video is inspiring, right? And it's giving clear message. We have to think bigger and think better, in spite of all odds. If you look at all the performer in this particular audio video, they had some manufacturing defect. I don't blame or claim, but there was some defect in he or she. In spite of all odds, they were and they are star performer. They are the achievers of their life. So best advice ever got. The 5th I am sharing with you, think bigger, think better, think growth. Everything is possible, right? To support, how far is far, how high is high, we will not unless we try. That's also one abstract, that we have to try and try. Again, parallel, today, in today's generation, the one thing, children wear out our shoes faster. there are three generations today: old, present, and younger. Classification by me. But believe me that we have to be a learning guy, not teaching guy. I always ask a question to the parents and that are you a learning parent or a teaching parent? And I think there are a lot of people in Ahmedabad, I think in advertisement also, parents workshop. But it's a good advice. Am I right? Best advice I ever got, that I should be a learning parents, not a teaching parents. Right? So, because today's generation, and we know the answer. We have iPhone in our wallet or BlackBerry in our wallet. We don't know 100% function. Hardly we know 10%, and this generation knows much better. So we have to respect, and this is the best advice I ever got, that you can't impose that you are superhero. Young generation is also superhero. They have their own USP, talent. One advice I learned in my journey of Rotary Club. I was a president of Rotary Club, and there was an international conference in Mumbai, and all the president, Rotary, there is a badge. We put Rotary Club symbol here, right? And in the morning, in the 5-star hotel, we all stayed together. And morning, I was in front of elevator, and one president from Japan, we can make out. He just smiled at me and he said Ohio, and I smiled and I said Paresh Kumar. And we went to the basement for the Rotary International Conference of President. Second day, the same thing happened. He looked at me, smiled at me, and he just said Ohio. I said Paresh Kumar. But this time I was a bit, I said, let me check with my Mumbai president. So I asked Rajesh, what do you mean by Ohio? He's asking me. So and I'm telling him Paresh Kumar. So he laughed. He said, no, the meaning of Ohio in Japan is he's greeting you good morning. And I said, you should, as a president, you should go back and apologize and correct it. So immediately I went to this president Japan, and I just went there and smiled, and I just said Ohio. And he smiled and he said Paresh Kumar. So I learned a big advice. You cannot work in this life with your own assumption. I was assuming Ohio means his name, right? And I was using my name, Paresh Kumar. So best advice I ever got in my life is this Rotary presidentship and Ohio. Okay, never ever go ahead with your own assumption if you are in doubt. Because I was not fully clear Ohio means Paresh Kumar, but I was trying and testing, and I failed. Again, going ahead with our best advice, some of the daily dose I will share with you. Weight of the tongue is very little, but very few people can hold it. If you agree, you keep it. If you don't agree, I'm happy, you're a good guy. I learned in my life, God has given this to one, twice. Good time, I think. I would like to do one thing, and in this particular evening talk, I think it's a part of workshop, but I can do it. Each one of you sitting here, maybe do one thing. I'm giving you 2 minutes, 1 minute each to all of you, because whosoever is sitting near to you, you appreciate each one for 1 minute. आप थोड़ा एक दूसरे का तारीफ करो, थोड़ा इंट्रोडक्शन कर लो, 2-3 मिनट और ले लो. You just stand up if you don't know little intro, but थोड़ा appreciating word बोल दो. कर सकते? Can we do that? Let us do it now. You can appreciate each other, whosoever is near to you. तारीफ करो एक दूसरे का.
गया, तारीफ हो गया सबका? Okay, everybody attention here. I put it this way because it's a big group and difficult to take the response from each one of you, but I put it this way. I put it in an open-ended question. Was it easy to appreciate other person? Yes or no? Yes. You feel that your appreciation was liked by the person whom you are appreciating? Okay, third question. Do you have a 10 or 15 powerful appreciating words in your pocket? A different question. Powerful 10 or 15 appreciating words in your pocket? Voice is not coming? Okay. Very few words with us to appreciate others. So best advice I ever got in my life and career as of now, that we must be powerful in appreciating behavior that is rewarded is repeated. Behavior rewarded, repeated. But powerful appreciating word, if you ask me, मुझे किसी को criticize करना है, if I have to criticize, my vocabulary or dictionary is more than 1,000 words. आपको जूता मारना है तो I'm powerful. You got my point? That's what is a present. But if I have to appreciate, I don't have 15 powerful words. So best advice I ever got is how do I rightfully appreciate, खाली मक्खन नहीं लगाना है, rightfully appreciate is the best advice I ever got in my career. I can say I'm a good performer, I was a good performer, but in this journey I realized that a lot of managers, vice president, they're reporting to me, they are doing good job, and I was not good at appreciating them. Maybe I was appreciating them, but they were not appreciating my appreciation. Because my words were not powerful. So go to the Google, type the keyword, powerful top 15 appreciating keyword, you will get the answer. Got it? So, because we Indians, I can say, I always proud to be Indian, but in India, I put it this way, we use very less number of P's and Q's. Now what is this P's and Q's? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. When I went out of India, I realized people use quite frequently please and thank you, please and thank you. If I want to drink this glass of water from you, what I do? I just come at you, look at your eye. But if it is outside India, gentlemen, can I please take your glass of water for drinking? Yeah, you can. After drinking, thank you so much. You're finding the difference, you know. This is the difference in here, outside, and here also it is improving. Like if you go to now, if you meet young generation today, I think young generation is using more P's and Q's than present and past. But I put it this way, that is what we believe. That is what we believe, going inside the room and watching the mirror, that everybody on this earth is like me. Sorry, I'm positive, but my constructive feedback to all of us. This is what we think. We think that this is how the world operates. But believe me, after traveling so many countries, again, this is not advice, experience. After traveling so many countries, I arrive and derive one conclusion now: there is no universal truth and there is no universal lies. Because what is acceptable in India, not acceptable outside. And what is acceptable outside, not acceptable in India. So no universal truth and lies, but I put it this way, it is experience and exposure. If you work on a same company, same chair for 30 years, your experience is 2 years. But if you work in the same company for 30 years in different department, then your exposure is very big. So experience and better exposure make you excellent, right? So anyway, let's proceed further, but I think appreciation is the best advice I ever got in my career, my life, and that's why publicly I am sharing in evening talk. a sincere compliment is one of the best way to motivate your staff, especially if paid in front of others. Now, appreciation is a powerful tool. I always say, behavior that is rewarded is repeated. And I personally believe, and take home advice for me, more P's and Q's. Everybody will say on mistake is the first step of the success. But real fact on this mistake is correction of the mistake is the first step of the success. Because with India बोलते हैं यार गलती तो होती है यार, ठीक है एक गलती माफ, अभी आगे बढ़, but वो एक गलती माफ, provided you correct that गलती. So mistake is mistake. If you do it once, if you do it twice, it is not a mistake. Then mistake, if it is corrected, then it is a right learning, right? So my take-home advice is that we do mistake in life, but correct the mistake. That's a take-home advice. I got it in my career. I made many mistakes. It's not that nobody reached to the top level without mistakes. But I did two powerful things. Number one powerful things, mistake is mistake when you do once. If you do twice, then it is your failure. Or somewhere you lack on your engagement level or your mind management, not time management. And second, after doing the mistake, correct it. That's a maturity, and that's a take-home advice for me, which I am sharing in the form of daily dose. See, I think I put it this way. Life is a journey. This journey is long journey, medium journey, short journey, we don't know, right? Third thing, the way this globalization, liberalization, privatization, and this political and other economic factors is pushing us, time is more than money. So point here, take home advice is, we have some, I had some issue with me that not now, बाद में देखेंगे, करेंगे, हो जाएगा. But best advice in my career I got is, why not now? If you have that sense of urgency to achieve your vision, mission, or you can say goal in your life, then I don't think you are on a right trajectory or a path. And this is the best advice I ever got. I can say that, if I have more time, still I am repenting on that, repenting on that. I have lost some time in my career. I would have done it faster, earlier, better. So best advice I ever got in my life is sense of urgency, with peace of mind, but possible. This is also a good advice when you work in a MNC or a corporate company, daily scoreboard. See, if today you are working in any corporate or you are an entrepreneur, I think yesterday's score don't win today's matches. Because we have one habit. Past I have done this, past I have done this, last week I did this. ठीक है यार, वो तो पुराना score है. आज का बात करो. So today's scoreboard is more important than past scoreboard. Past you have done many miracles, but you have to continue that. You were superhero, but you want to stay on the superhero, you have to continue that. This is what is the corporate truth I learned in my career. And that's why I'm sharing the best advice I ever got is the daily scoreboard. I cannot boast of my past performance, past achievements. I have to talk my present and future. And that's my today's goal, schedule, actual percentage, important. So this is my take-home advice, that work on your present dashboard, not on past. May not be readable, but I can say this is Mr. Dalai Lama. You know this gentleman, Dalai Lama? And this is one small brief and advice I got from this gentleman. He was asked one question: what thing about humanity surprises you the most? What thing about humanity surprises you the most? And his answer was very simple: man. Man means everybody, man, woman, child and all. His answer was man. And then he gives explanation, because he sacrificed his health in order to make money. Then he sacrifices money to re-get his health. And when he's so anxious about the future that he doesn't enjoy the present, and as a result he don't live in the present and future, and he lives like that he's not going to die. And also when he dies, he thinks that he never really lived. It's a long advice, but the bottom line message is very clear by Mr. Dalai Lama, that we being a human creature, he's giving a very simple message: enjoy the present, be in present. A lot of spiritual and yoga guru also tell us the same theory, that are you really living your present? Because he rightly said that men, initially start working so hard and work for the money, and once he get the money, he lose the health. So he loses money to re-get the health, and after that he is on a deathbed. He thinks that he never lived the life. So this is the best advice I ever got in my life, is enjoy present, enjoy the moment of truth, because we have to accept the reality. Okay, so this is advice I ever got, I am sharing with you. Another advice from this gentleman, Mr. Brian, he's a CEO, former CEO of Coca-Cola. I don't think it's readable, but I'll read it. This 30-second speech by Mr. Brian, CEO, to his employee. His speech is powerful. I read it. Imagine the life as a game. Imagine life as a game in which you are juggling 5 balls. 5 balls. First ball is work, means your company or your family, your health, your friend, and spiritual life or religious life. You are keeping all of this in the air. Circus mein karte hai na, 5 ball. You are keeping all of them in the air. You will soon understand that the work is a rubber ball. More you drop, it bounce back. It will bounce back. But other 4 balls, that is your family, your health, your friends, and your spiritual or your religious life, are made up of glass. They are not of rubber. And if you drop one of this, they will irrevocably scuffed, marked, nicked. उसमें थोड़ा hit आएगा, marked, nicked, damage. They will never be the same. You must understand that. If you don't satisfy your family, or you don't make them happy, or your health, you compromise with your health, this will give you some damages. And that's why he gave a bottom line: work efficiently during office hours and leave on time. Give required time to your family, friends, and have a proper rest. Value has value only if you value is valued. So this gentleman has given a big advice to all of us, and I put it personally, that you have a balance in your life. Again, best advice I ever got: talking is easy, practicing is challenge. But believe me, practicing, when you practice this 5 ball in a balance, possible. It is possible, because it is your own inner willpower and protocol that drives. And I always say 90-10 principle. What is this 90-10? 10% of the things which really impact you, 90% no. So I always say that if my boss fires, hires, whatever, 10%, 90-10. So unless you set your inner willpower and protocol, and this is possible, and this is talked by CEO Coca-Cola, so he's a big man. Again, proceeding on the journey of best advice, I like this picture, and this gives me a lot of advice I have taken. Wish changes nothing, decision changes everything. Wishful thinking, good, but decision is very important. To convert that wish into action. Action comes when you take decisions. And my support with this good picture. You are powerful, you are confident, energetic, but if you don't have a purpose and direction, gone. So best advice I ever got is, you must have a purpose and direction in your life. If you know why of your living, you can live. Now, why of your living is very important. Why you are living on this earth? Why God has given you a birth on this earth? What's your vision? What's your mission? What's your life center? So if you know why of your living, you can live happily. And this is the advice I got it in my life. And that's why, we must have clear goal or vision or purpose. That's the best advice I ever got. This is very good journey in my life, and this is a very good question. I would like to ask each one of you first before I give answer. So my question openly to all of you, are you literate? Pakka? Evening talk mein I can take exam, huh? Sure you are literate? Great. So congratulations. Now I would like to share something with you. I was called by my big boss before I was getting transferred from India to outside. And this big boss said, Paresh, I will have to take your interview before I depute you for an international assignment. I said, thank you, boss. First, you have an intention to depute me. So he called me in the headquarters. He looked at my all achievement and CV and biodata. Just looked at me. Paresh, are you literate? I said, what, boss? Are you literate? Yes, sir, I am literate. I am PhD. I am MBA. B mechanical. No. Are you literate? Yes, sir, I am literate. Okay, good. Paper, he gave me one paper. Okay, Paresh, you read this paper. I said, boss, I don't understand this language. Boss, I don't understand this language. So you are not literate? It's Chinese, you can't read it. So you are not literate. I said, boss, English is an international language. No. China, you are not literate. China, you are not literate. And it opened my window. We believe that we are literate. Yes, but literate in the context of what? English, Hindi. And simple definition of the literate is you can read, write and speak. Simple literate means read, write, speak. You are literate. But in China, we are illiterate. So best advice I ever got to all of us, and personally me, I always say that I am literate for India, I am literate for Thailand, I am literate for USA, but I am illiterate for China. Everything is in the context. That's why I shared with a storytelling that two dogs. We basically, if you ask me, we are in a paradigm. We are working on a lot of paradigms in this particular global village. And that's why I told my best advice and shared with you, no universal truth, no universal lies. Because you can't say you are literate in China. But if I come back India, I get red carpet welcome in my company. Got it? So best advice ever got, keep learning. Now I want to test you a little bit, brain teasers, because I'm now on last 5-10 minutes of my talk. Can you name 3 consecutive days without using the words Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday or Sunday? Easy, right? What is the answer? Anybody will share? Stand up and loudly share. Yesterday, today and tomorrow. Now I am repeating this question. Can you give 4 days without using this? So you are sharp, huh? Great. So you have to always play with your mind and brain teasers to keep your brain healthy. But let me check further, don't worry. This gentleman was born on 27th of December, yet his birthday is always in summer. How is this possible?
Because we live in a southern hemisphere.
Clap for you. Great answer. Mr. Rao lives in southern, and Australia is also part of it. But that's why I said, are we really know this? Are we really aware about global village? Like if you tell somebody, it cannot be. December means winter. It can't be summer. So we are not literate, right? But a lot of literate people here. So you have to have a brain teasers. You have to have a challenge. You have to have this inquiry. And this is best advice I ever got in my life. Always keep inquiring mind. And that gives you a journey. Master advice before I take last 5 minutes. Master advice, importance of having passion in the life, having dreams, any key working towards fulfilling them, self-affirmation, like I was sharing that cat and mirror, be positive, and I always believe, if you think you can, you can. If you think you cannot, you cannot. Either way, you are right. God always say, Tathastu. If you think I can do it, God say, Tathastu. If you think I cannot do it, look at God, Tathastu. So if you think you can, you can. If you think you cannot, you cannot. Either way, you are right. So last slide of today's talk, CBA. Best advice I ever got, CBA, CBA, CBA. Always conceive, believe, achieve. Conceive, believe, achieve. Conceive, believe, achieve. And this is what I got it personally in my life, this CBA pattern to reach to a higher goal of personal mission and vision in my life. And I will just go to ending part, the question time. I put it this way, big thank you for listening me with a lot of silence and sincerity. So any question, welcome for 5-10 minutes and then we can close. Yeah. There are a lot of literature available on out-of-the-box thinking. The first literature is, there are a lot of theory for developing your out-of-box. The first theory called contrast. You think in contrast. Another theory is basically practical, we can say experiment, DOE, design of experiment, where you apply your DOE, means design of experiment. But a lot of write-up available for out-of-box thinking. Even I always say the best answer is Google. Just type out-of-box thinking. You will find a lot of write-up, PDF and audio videos. Even I go to that extent that you always be in touch with the latest technology, which gives you a lot of idea and out-of-box thinking. Very simple example of my company. We had a productivity issue. And we put a lot of video cameras and everything, and our productivity also improved. So everything is possible. I said out-of-box thinking is something like developing attitude. That's it. If you have that attitude to challenge yourself, everything is possible. Any other question?
Thank you for wonderful talk. Can we have that presentation, please?
Then I have to email it to AMA. Sure, I will do that, but I have to give it to Mr. KK Nair. We'll do that. Any other question from this audience? Okay, I think if you don't have a question, I will have one request that you have a feedback form. I will be happy to have your feedback, to have many more talk. If anything in your mind, please write it, because feedback is very important to AMA and me. And my email ID, if you want to write down, you can write down PARESH, Paresh, PARESH dot KARIA, Paresh.Karia, KARIA, at OTIS.com. Another email ID is PMKaria, continuous, PMKARIA at rediffmail.com. You can write to me, first prefer on Rediff, because corporate email ID I don't suggest, but pmkaria at rediffmail.com. If you have any questions, any suggestions, welcome. I will be pleased to give you the feedback. So good questions time, and I put it this way. Yeah, you have question?
Sir, it's a personal question. Sir, I have seen many videos, many movies, inspirational movies, and today it is one of them. So I want to ask that you can advise me one thing that will keep motivating daily. That because after 1 or 2 days I will be able to forget or सर भूल जाऊँगा वो चीज़, इसके ऐसा जो बताइए जो सर मैं रोज वो चीज़ मुझे इंस्पिरेशन करती रहे। सर रोज मूवी देखूंगा तो सर 1-2 दिन के लिए मैं याद रखूंगा सर बट यू कैन टेल मी सर वन थिंग दैट विल कीप मोटिवेटिंग डेली.
Excellent question, I can say. Now there is no right answer, wrong answer. Now I give this response based on my experience. Okay, may work, may empower you, may not empower you. So I am not an expert advisor. Okay, but I can add plus I would add plus wise. It can help you. I give my personal experience. What motivates me daily? What keeps me on the the journey of life happily? I use one thing in my life is my life center is happiness. What all things makes me happy ethically, I do that. Happiness ethically. So happiness is my life center. Second aspect, to get this happiness, I have my self affirmation every day morning. I always say, and I repeat every day in morning to myself, I am getting better and better every day. I am getting better and better every day. I have plenty of time and money for all that I want to do. And this guru is nothing. There was one program of Dr. Sneh Desai, which I publicly acclaimed and appreciate. This man has given me some direction also, best advice. And I think this question answer, I got it attending this program. So nothing wrong in sharing when you read and get some good thing outside. But self-affirmation and your clear life center, I think, which I shared in my best advice I ever got, that wishful thinking will not help you. And I think this is a question by the youngster. It's a very good question, because at this age there are many distractions. There is a digital world, there is a real life, there is an entertainment world, many things to our present generation, and that's what Amitabh was telling. Good time to live now. But good time, I think, good question. Self-affirmation and life center will help you. Any other question? Okay, so I conclude with a big thank you to all of you, and I think we'll surely meet.